For your assignment today, we are going to review sentence structures and the parts and types of sentences. So we first start off with a notes page about independent clauses and their examples. So we drove to the store. Who drove? We. That makes we the subject. What did we do? They drove, and that's the verb, okay? So slide 1, notes. Stuff to look at to help you. Slide 2 is your actual assignment, or where it starts, I should say. So we're going to highlight the subject in green and the predicate or the verb in red in the simple sentences, which are also known as independent clauses below. So we are going to, the fish swam in the water. So who, or the subject, who are we talking about? We're talking about the fish. So we're going to go highlight the fish, and we're going to highlight him in green. We're going to highlight in green. That's the highlight. Sorry. So the highlight, remember, is this little tool. Okay? So then, what did the fish do? The fish swam. So swam is our verb or predicate. We have swam in the water. That is our predicate. Swam in the water. So that we're going to highlight in red. So we have our subject and our predicate, or our verb. Okay? You're going to continue to do that with the next 3 examples. Slide 3 are our conjunctions. So we use fanboys as an acronym, which each letter stands for something. So for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Those are our fanboys. So on slide, and this is to help you with our slide 4 assignment. So slide 4, these are compound sentences. In each clause, highlight the subject in green, highlight the predicate in red, and drag the circle over the conjunction word. So let's do number 1 together. Mom dropped off the mail, and then we went to lunch. So we know our subject is mom, and that's going to be in green. What did mom do? Mom dropped off the mail. So here's our predicate. Oops, I should probably get that L right there. And where is our conjunction? What connects our sentences? We're going to drag this circle over our conjunction. And our conjunction is and. Okay? So and. And then we have another subject, we. And what did we do? We went to lunch. So it's a compound sentence because it has more than one clause. Okay. Now slide 5. Slide 5 talks about common subordinating conjunctions. A good way to remember these is to try and memorize them by singing to the tune of the Happy Birthday song. Sometimes we just start to recognize them when we use them regularly as well. Okay, so these notes are to help you with slide 6. Slide 6, let's practice. Highlight the subject in green, highlight the predicate or the verb in red, and circle the subordinating conjunction word in the dependent clause below. So here's our circles off to the side. Let's start with who's number 1. Because Kelly slipped. So who is the subject? We know the subject is Kelly. What did Kelly do? Kelly slipped. So she's in red, which would make our subordinating conjunction because. And we'll circle because. If we look back at slide 5, we see because right here it's on our list. So this is going to help you, okay? And you'll continue completing the other 4 left over on slide 6. Slide 7, we're going to put it all together. So we're going to highlight the independent clause in green, highlight the dependent clause in red, and circle the conjunction word. Okay, so let's start with number 1. Although I love summertime, I get bored, but I like seeing my friends every day. So let's start. The easiest thing to try and find is our conjunction. It could be a fanboy or it could be a subordinating conjunction. So those are usually the words that join our sentences. Here, the one that joins our sentence is the word but. It is our fanboy. So we're going to circle but. That's the easiest for me to start with. Now I know on the other 2 sides of but, there is an independent clause and a dependent clause. So the easiest way to find an independent clause is to read through each part of the sentence. Which one makes sense without the other? Which one is a complete thought without the other? So although I love summertime, I get bored. Period. So replace that comma with a period. Does that make sense? Is that a complete sentence? I think so. Let's double check. I like seeing my friends every day. Is that a complete thought? Or but I like seeing my friends every day. Does that make sense by itself? No, it doesn't. So that means that this first part of our sentence is our independent clause, and that's what needs to be green. So we are going to extend this over, and we will send it to the back so that way it's highlighted. Okay. And then we are going to highlight the second part in red. Okay, and I can copy and I can paste another one to highlight the end part here. And that is how we will complete this portion. I know it's a little difficult. We will get through it. Just try your best, okay? On slide 8, we are looking at matching sentence structures, simple, compound, complex, compound, complex, with their correct definitions. So we've got our definitions here. We're just going to slide them over to match the correct word. Okay? And then slide 9, we are practicing identifying compound, simple, complex, and compound, complex sentences. So you're going to read the sentence here. He ran to the grocery store. Is this A, a simple sentence, B, a compound sentence, C, a complex sentence, or D, a compound complex sentence? I will tell you this first one is A. Okay? Once you're done identifying all of them, then you can go ahead and turn in your assignment because you are done. All right? Thanks, guys.